Griselda. Just watched that. Came out, I think, about a week ago on Netflix, limited series. 6 episodes starring Sophia Vergara as Griselda Blanco, one of the most notorious drug lords in all of history. Really, really infamous Colombian drug lord. And this is just essentially examining her life and the fact of how she rose to prominence in the Colombian drug trade and became, this godmother, which is, what she's infamously been known as, the godmother of the underworld of Miami in the 1980s. And so it's really about her ascent to power. But then I think naturally, as we expect, also her downfall. So it's your traditional crime drama epic, sort of in scope, examining the life and the rise and the fall of somebody who really, really had a huge impact in the drug trade in the 80s. And overall, really solid show. I liked it. I had fun with it. I think this is probably the best work that Sophia Varga has been able to do, only because she's talked about it lately herself, that she's never just had the opportunity to be cast in really complex roles and do things that have challenged her because of her accent. The fact that she can't play this role, she can't be a lawyer or a doctor because of her accent, which, at this day and age, that should be complete bullshit. But we know that there's certainly bias, and certain casting directors and studios and filmmakers, they won't work with certain talent because they don't fit the mold of what they expect their characters to be. But I'm glad that she got this opportunity to portray somebody that was influential in that particular world, and really what the story is about. And I think what makes it different than your traditional crime saga is the fact that she is a woman, and the fact that she had to, at every single turn, overcome that aspect of her being a woman. The fact that there was just rampant sexism against her. There was rampant misogyny against her. Everybody underestimated her. Nobody thought that she could achieve what she did achieve, as horrific as it may be, because we can't sit here and advocate for the drug trade and say that it's a great thing in crime. But at the end of the day, she was trying to make a name for herself, and she was trying to establish herself at a time period in which it was a completely male-dominated sort of world. And it still is to this day when you look at crime and crime lords and crime figures. But she was able to supersede pretty much all of the people and all of her peers around her, and ascend to a level of power and reach heights that most of them were not able to achieve. And you get to see that throughout the show. And one of the most, I think, interesting things is how the show starts off. It's from a quote that starts off with oh man, who's the guy that is portrayed in Narcos, who they focus on? Goodness, I'm forgetting his name right now. The most infamous drug lord really in history. He talks about the fact that she's the most frightening person that he's ever come in contact with. And that starts off the show. And I think that that's really kind of a testament to, who she was. And you see how that all unravels, the fact that she became extremely paranoid, really unhinged, really uncontrollable. And you see that she was kind of willing to do anything to retain her power. And that's a frightening thing. When somebody has everything to lose, they become desperate. And so you see that all take shape in the show. So I enjoyed it. It's not going to be like this critical darling or anything. I think it's just like a show to enjoy and watch, and kind of see the showcase of Sophia Vergara and see what she can do here. But I thought that she did a really good job as Griselda Blanco.
Yeah, I can't wait to check this out either, just because I spent a lot of time with her in Modern Family. Like, that's really where I spent most of my time with her. She played Gloria in that show, and that show was on for like 10 years. So that's where I've always just kind of been comfortable with her. And so I love that she's picking something like this up to kind of, I guess, take her out of that world. Like you said, if she wasn't getting those opportunities. But I also love the concept, because it also reminds me of like Raquel from Power Book 3, the new, you know what I mean? Like this woman in kind of trying to be ahead of to be honest, just an empire. And so, yeah, I can't wait to check Griselda.